What's up, you guys? It is me, TJ, and I'm back with another video. I didn't post last week. I was a little busy, but I promised myself that I will post a video. So this week was a pretty decent week. I did lose a trade this week, so I'm 2-1, and I'm gonna go through that one trade with you guys. But let's get into it. I took on Monday, and like I told you guys, I come into the market at 9 o'clock. Um, and when I came into the market, it was already pushing up. We see that the trend was well on its way. All EMAs were lined up perfectly. Although there were a few demand zones, my main focus was this specific demand zone. And the reason why is because on a 15-minute time frame, it is there is a demand zone right here too as well. And so we're just going to wait for price to come back into this area. Okay, you guys, so price did tap back into our zone perfectly, and it gave an entry. And so what we're going to do is go in for our 1-to-1. And I was pretty confident in this trade because higher time frame confluence, it makes a A plus 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 setup. So I was pretty confident that this would play out. And so let's see it play out. And there you go, guys. A perfect 1-to-1. Easy money. Okay, you guys. So as a trader, you know that losing trades are nothing but teachable moments. So this is the trade that I lost on, I think it was Wednesday. As you guys can see, we had the supply zone clearly marked up, and it hit our zone perfectly. But we did oversee some things. I saw this demand zone down here, but I missed this demand zone right here, and this is where I got stopped out. So the trade did stop me out, and it's perfectly fine. I'm perfectly okay with it. At least I get to trade another day. But yeah, we were at the end of a trend, and the market was just ready to reverse and go back the opposite way. There were clues saying that there was the trend was over, and that is noted. And so now we just move on to the next trade. So the week was on Friday. As you guys know, it was news day. We had CPI news that released at 8:30, and when I jumped in the market, I jumped in the market at 9 o'clock as usual, and I saw this bullish candle that was printed at 9:05, and my bias became bullish. I wasn't going to trade on Friday, but I did see a good setup that was forming, and so I went ahead and marked it up. And now all we're just going to do is just wait for a price to come back to that area. So as you guys can see, price did tap out zone perfectly, and it played around a little. It gave us a nice rejection, and we have a nice bullish candle out of the area. For me as a trader, I have to stick to my rules, and so the only time I trade is when there is the 20, the 50, and the 13 is in order, and so that's what I was waiting for. And so this point right here became a great entry point for me. You could have jumped in with this candle, but for me, I'm more of a conservative trader, and so this is my entry point. So let's go ahead and set this up. Okay, guys, so I'm going in for my 1-to-1, and although my entry point was at this candle, my stop loss is being placed at the bottom of this candle right here, because this is the candle that broke the 13 EMA, as well as this is the candle that is receiving the support from the 13 EMA. And it's perfect because it's tapping right at the zone. And let's see how it plays out. All right, and just like that, easy money was made. It did play around for a little bit, but that is expected. Okay, you guys, so those were my trades for the week. It was 2 and 1, and I'm happy with that. I'm totally fine with that. I hope you guys have a great week, and see you next week. Take care.